Hey guys, long time no see, I know. Today I think I just want to do a get ready with me and explain like where I've been. I don't have too much else to say. I do look kind of funny because I've got my hair in like those little foam roller thingies. They look really weird. I've got a scarf on, so hopefully my hair will be looking real cute by the time we're done with this. So let's go ahead and get into this. I've already prepped and primed my skin, my moisturizer, and then my Milk Grip primer. I'm going to start with the eyes. I want to do some greeny stuff, some inspiration pictures like this, that, something like these. Obviously, like most people, was without a job for a long time, without all the COVID stuff, which you think would be kind of like motivating to film more, but being stuck in the house all day, it really actually, I don't know, it kind of like killed my motivation in a way. It just really turned me off. Had no motivation. I had no idea also like what to film, where to even begin. No, I haven't been loving doing like the makeup tutorials, and I just don't feel like that's something that everybody's always wanting to see either. It's not how it was back in the day, back in like 2014 and 15, when that's like all it was really, you know? I'm trying to think of things that I want to do besides makeup. So if you guys have any ideas of anything you'd like to see, I'd love to do like more lifestyle stuff. My mind is so blank on it, which is like another thing. The COVID with my mental health really was like all over the board. Then I go to therapy, and then so like I couldn't go to therapy nearly as much because I couldn't afford it. It was just kind of hard for me. I can't fake being on here and like putting on a huge persona or anything like that. Just would have really shown through like how unhappy I was, and I'm still not the happiest, but I'm working on it, and I'm feeling good enough to come back on here a little bit more. Hopefully everything will get kick-started, and then I'll just like start being more motivated again. I don't know what words I'm grasping at right now. Anyways, I hope you guys were safe and everything, and everybody is doing okay with COVID. I am back at work now. I know so many people who are not still in the Orlando area. I do work at Universal. Anybody who's on social media or has the news has seen probably that like we're back open. That's not my favorite thing, honestly. I think that stuff should be closed down more. I feel like it could be a lot further along. Don't think it's been taken care of very well, so that does stress me out. I was thinking about doing a video on what it's like for me getting ready for work and like the procedure I have to go through to be getting into work and everything, because I have to check my temperature, I have to wear a mask my entire shift unless I'm taking a drink or like eating, or I'm completely alone with the doors locked. And then even still, somebody complained that I wasn't wearing my mask. We weren't even open. I'm getting the shop ready to be open, and somebody posted up somewhere on social media and complained that I wasn't wearing my mask. I also have been posting all over about the Black Lives Matter movement. I am very, very pro Black Lives. You can see your way out if you're like an all lives matter type of person. All lives, of course, cannot matter until Black lives do, and I am very passionate about it. I don't see how people don't have compassion or sympathy or empathy, or I don't like fucking emotions in general. How can you be okay with the stuff that is going on? Like, there's like all this video footage. You can clearly see it happening on a different level than it happens to white people. Has anybody on here watched the 13th Amendment? I think it's called the 13th Amendment on Netflix. That literally it got put out in the midst of everything happening after the George Floyd murder. A lot of people were telling me to watch it, so I did. It was extremely rough. I couldn't watch all of it, honestly. I just couldn't stomach it. I watched it thoroughly, but there was literally parts where I had to plug my ears and cover my eyes, and I literally just started like bawling. It's like I can't, what it is I don't know, it's probably like a 3 or 4 segment in the movie where they got approval from all of the family members and everybody of all of the Black people who have been killed in police brutality lately, and they're all on there for you to fully see them die, and I can't do that. I don't like seeing that stuff really in general. It bothers me, especially with like my depression, so it really bothers me seeing stuff like that. How can you feel that way about like all lives matter bullshit? How can you feel that way and watch somebody crying for their mother like that? It's so disturbing. Wanting to throw up. There's a huge knot in my throat. And yeah, if that's how you feel on this situation, I've already deleted family, friends, and mutuals off and people from high school. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. It's not cool. Black Lives Matter. Whenever people come for me of this and that, have you opened your phone? It's at your fingertips. Your choice of ignorance, it speaks volumes that you're racist. Nobody should have to teach you besides yourself at this point. We're adults here, unless you are young, that's a different story. And if you really do need information, literally Google. But that 13th Amendment, you can learn so much in there. It teaches you so much about stuff that has gone on with the Clintons and how they passed all these bills, and they were definitely to help black people stay in jail longer or get longer sentences. I'm just gonna end it on there. Black Lives Matter. Cool. On another note, been going to therapy and it's definitely been helping. I definitely enjoy talking to someone who's a complete outsider who is not going to be biased. It's really been great. I mean, if anybody ever has problems and you can afford to go to therapy, because you can even get on it with some insurances now. I don't have insurance, unfortunately. Can't afford it. My job offers health insurance, and dental and health was almost $300 a month for me, which is like not doable. That like would be my grocery money and then some. I was like telling my mom about that and everything, and she was like, you should try to get insurance where I got it from, which is like the Obamacare. I don't know the exact name for it, like the Affordable Care Act or whatever it is. So I called them and she was like, oh, okay, do you have a full-time job? And I said, yes. She was like, do they offer health insurance to you? And I said, yes, but I can't afford it. And then she says, legally, I can't do anything for you. Law requirement is now that you have to accept it through your job and your job alone. I don't know if that's a nationwide thing or a state thing or what. I got the dental because it's only $25 a month. Anywho, if you can afford therapy and it's ever been a fragment of a thought in your mind, you should probably go. I didn't want to go for a very long time. I thought it was a sign of like being weak. I felt like broken, and that was part of myself that I really need to hide and like not let other people see because they would think less of me. So now I realize that's not the case. Now that I have opened up to some people, I've received a lot of like compassion and people wanting to help, and I really just thought that wasn't there for me before. A very closed off person. Well, I don't like people knowing my business in general, so that's what I'm saying now. If you think, I mean, you don't have to tell people at first, it can just be between you and whoever the therapist. You should definitely do it if you can, and if you've thought about it. Do it. Please do it. I don't think I've talked about it on here yet. We did get a kitten. Seth's parents in their shed, a stray cat had some little babies. There was one little tiny black fluffy kitty, and we scooped him up. He's so adorable. I love him so much, but he's also the biggest pain in my ass. And in Seth's ass, he's such like a little troublemaker. He's literally the best and also the worst. I haven't had a kitten since I was a child. Whenever I got Peppy, she was 3 months old. Maybe she was a little over 3 months even. But I don't know if you've ever heard of like when people have kids, they their first one like is usually like an angel, like a little saint. And they're like, oh yeah, I definitely want to have another kid. And then they have that other kid, and that kid is like a little demon. And is definitely the case here as well. Peppy is a sweet cat angel. Sabbath is a little asshole, maniacal troublemaker. Peppy never like chewed anything. She never scratched anything. He chews on all the cords, all the wires, anything that dangles, that moves. He's attacking it. He's attacked me multiple times. One time he literally, I don't know if he just didn't realize that I was using the bathroom with the door open because it was just me and Seth here. So I'm just, doing my thing, peeing, and he comes in full throttle, not realize I was on the toilet, and he tried jumping onto the toilet as if there was a lid, and realized mid-jump that I am there and it is not the toilet, and he sunk all of his little tiny balls into my leg fully, where like it went so deep that it was just like bloop bloop, little bubbling up blood. I wanted to whoop his little ass so bad, but I knew it was an accident. Oh my god, I just messed all that up. I'm gonna fix that. Maybe I'll bring him on here and show you guys the little monster. Other news, I've also become addicted to TikTok, but in no sense am I mad about it. I love it. I would honestly say I'm not making TikTok videos. I've made a few little tiny bitsy ones here and there. Nothing to write home to mom about or anything, but just watching videos on the For You page. I could do it forever. Literally for hours. I mean 2 to 4 hours a day. I could literally get sucked into a TikTok black hole, especially when I was not working. That's when it was probably the worst. It's just so good. I don't know. At first I was definitely, I'm 25 for reference, okay? I definitely was like, TikTok is cringy and for 12-year-olds. I kept seeing everybody sharing all these really funny TikTok videos, and I said, I'm gonna probably give in. I'm gonna download TikTok and see it's all great. I've definitely run across some cringy shit that I never like to see again, of like weird boys trying to look sexy, which is just like gross. So I don't like seeing that. Have you guys seen the video? This boyfriend and girlfriend are like sitting in the car, and he's like hardcore confident that a panty liner or pad sticks to your, you know, vagina. Like you stick it to your skin when you're on your period. And he's like asking her, what do you do when you pee? Do you pee through it? Do you just let it soak up the pee? Or do you like peel it off of yourself? Like what do you do? And he's like, you know, when you wear a pad, it's like connected and it's like stuck on. He's put sex education in schools. How do you not know that? And maybe he's an only child or only brothers, and like the mom and the, I don't know, there's like weird masculinity stuff in houses. Well, I just thought that was like kind of common sense that everybody knew it's stuck to the underwear. I'm just doing my makeup for funsies. I'm definitely not going anywhere. I have no plans on it. I just want to like kind of look cute at home. I haven't done a full face of makeup in a really long time because I wear a mask anytime I go anywhere. There's also a mask mandate in Orange County. I cannot bring myself. I was at first because I just didn't know like what I was doing, but I cannot put any makeup from like my cheekbones down, and I also don't put anything like from here down. No foundation. I put on the moisturizer and my primer down there, but the lowest thing I do is like the bronzer that I'm doing right now, and I've even kind of laid off of that because I really hate seeing makeup on the inside of my mask. I think it's pretty gross looking to me. I'm not a fan of it. I just feel like that rubbing around on your skin all day is just gonna like cause you to break out. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing maybe a video on like mask makeup, like how I'm doing makeup with my mask, because I have to do it every day, and I have to wear makeup at work as well because I have to look presentable. Let me know if you guys would be interested in like that. Oh, and I also got like the cutest masks. I found this little cute Instagram shop that makes them. I got like barbed wire, and then I got another one also that was unexpected, and it is like skull and crossbones. They're both really cute. I ordered the little barbed wire one, and I didn't realize that she was from like the UK or anything. She was like, oh, okay, since you're international, like the shipping is also $10. I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, like it's whatever. Like I know that you sewed in that barbed wire for me, and it looks really nice. It's really cool. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna get it still. And then she was like, oh wow, it's so cool. You live in Orlando. We're big fans of like Halloween Horror Nights and everything. And I was telling her that I actually work there, and then she threw in that skull and crossbones mask, which I was like, that is so sweet. You're so nice. It's crazy how the world works. Ooh, I've got a green highlight too. I think I'm gonna use that. So also recently a brand reached out to me and asked if they could send me shirts for free in exchange for content, and I've never had that happen before, and I'm like so excited. It's so crazy. That happened about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago now, probably. I've never had somebody ask to send me product for like absolute free, like no shipping or anything like that, just to like promote their product, which is really cool. I'll have to get the shirts to show you guys, or you know what, I can pull them up on Instagram. Hold on. So that's the shirt Justice that I got. Really cool right there. There we go, camera. Thank you. So yeah, that is the shirt called Justice. Super sick looking. So this is the one called Empress. I thought it was super cool with the hands and like the crystal and the butterfly. I hope that's picking up properly. There's pictures already that I posted on Instagram for them, so I'll make sure to link my Instagram below and you can go check them out. So cool that somebody like recognized me and they thought that I was worthy enough for them to send the product. I think it's so cool. Blows my mind. That's what is been up with me. That's like the most new stuff, anything relevant. The rest of being where that we were kind of quarantined, where everybody stopped working and they closed everything down for a while. The main thing that I did pretty much was I played so much Animal Crossing. Oh my god, I put a lot into that game. It's just so fun. I love it. Let me know if you guys play Animal Crossing at all. I don't play nearly as much now that I'm working, and I just played it so much for so long. I kind of burnt myself out, but let me know if you guys want to be friends or anything, because that would be lots of fun. We finally got like one of the animals to move out, and he was so annoying. His name's Olaf. He's this like snooty ass anteater or aardvark, one of those things. Finally got him to leave, and I am on the hunt for, is it Petro, the rainbow clown sheep. Also, we had like a hurricane. I don't know if I'd say scare necessarily. It was freaking some people out. Well, the news has put everybody into kind of a panic again, and how there's so much stuff missing at all the grocery stores around us. Still, like, all the stores have the rules of like 1 per customer. I don't know, people go into a hysteria over the news, making something crazy hyped up. I hope this video doesn't seem like I was gone for a few months and I've come back and I'm woke. Like, I don't want people to like think that. I don't know, I'm kind of just more open to saying what's on my mind a little bit more. Oh, another thing that I did during all of this is I registered to vote. I was very into the fact that it was like rigged, and I still sometimes feel that way. I don't trust a lot of things that anyone says, but I figured I might as well give it a go with how crazy everything is in America right now. It just kind of needs to be done. Register to vote if you can, so that you can help make this country a little bit better. Maybe, hopefully, in the future we'll have a better president than we do right now. All he does is hurt anybody, that's whether it's LGBTQ community or, you know, or anybody of minorities. And really, he's the real monster. Oh, you know what? You'd already have to be by the time this video comes out. You'd already have to be registered. Well, I hope you guys freaking registered to vote. The stuff going on in Portland with the unmarked vehicles is so scary. I've seen that it's also starting to happen in New York City, that they're using unmarked vehicles. Just terrifying. The things that the government is doing. Everything that's going on is going to be in a history book right now. Whether it's the COVID-19 virus or the Black Lives Matter movement. I really wanted to go to some of the marches that were going on. First, I was just like kind of scared and hesitant, and then whenever I was feeling more comfortable and wanting to go, like not comfortable in my safety, but like comfortable. Not like I felt that it was safe to go. I had just decided that I need to get over it, and I should just go to support like my friends and family that are, you know, a part part of the Black community. By that time, I had to start going back to work, and all of the rallies were usually starting at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then they had to be stopped by like 6 or 7 because they were implementing curfew here in Orlando. Once curfew hit, you were tear gassed, so I pretty much physically couldn't go unless I would go for a little bit for like 30 to 45 minutes, and then I would have to leave. Did some other little things instead of trying to help in ways that I felt like I could. Hope that you guys have been safe but aware and making yourself aware of everything that's been going on. I also did some skateboarding. I haven't gotten to go again just because it literally has been raining every single day here for I don't know how long. I'm also no good at it yet. I've just literally started. Steph and our friend Nathaniel are trying to teach me, and it is so hard. So hard. I fell and smacked my face on the concrete already. That was lots of fun. I had a bruise on my cheek for, I don't know, maybe a week or so. Nothing too serious. I honestly wish that it would have bruised a little bit more, like look more gnarly, because it fucking hurt. And I wanted it to show how much it hurt, you know. I wanted visual reflection of my pain on the outside that I felt on the inside, and I did not receive that. What a weird thing to complain about, right? Like, I wish I made my face look more fucked up. Maybe I have some yellow, some cooler. I also did some painting. Started painting a unicorn on this like wooden block letter A for my niece, which has proved very hard. I think it's probably paint, if anything. I didn't know what I was doing because I'm like new to painting with acrylics and stuff. I was trying to do like a rainbow. I was like wanting to do the real rainbow colors, you know, like Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, blue, violet, indigo, or blue, indigo, violet, while making violet, which like violet is your red-based purples. I turned brown on the board, so I don't know what to do about that yet. I'm honestly excited to decide. I also got some other paints called gouache, opaque watercolors. Guess where I saw that at? TikTok. It did not disappoint. That stuff is really cool. And I painted my mother a poinsettia flower. It is her birth month flower of December, and she also, it's just like her favorite flower. And they're a very seasonal flower. So I painted her one, now she can have one forever. And I was actually proud of myself, you guys. I thought I did a pretty decent job. Blend all the colors so nice, so pretty. I loved it so much. I'm only kind of happy with this one, yeah. Just not like it there for a moment. I'm gonna do my mascara, brows, and lashes off camera real quick, and I'll be right back. So here is the eyes finished. I did do some concealer and then put some of the green on my eyelashes as well. I put it in my brows. I don't know how I feel about that. We're gonna move on to the lips now. One of the last things that I'll talk about, back in late December, right around Christmas time, Seth got really sick, right? All flu-like symptoms, and it was so bad that like one night he woke up like crying because he was in like so much pain from the body aches and the sweating and hot and cold chills. He went to the doctor. They told him that it, you know, like it's flu season. It probably is just the flu, and they gave him, you know, prescription for like a Z-Pack and everything, and he was out of work for like about like 10 or 11 days. He was like gone from work in total. Then I ended up getting it since like I lived with him, even though it was like precautionary, and I still got sick, of course. It wasn't as bad. It was pretty terrible for me as well, and we also lost our taste. Everything tasted like charcoal-y and burnt and like ashes. It was really disgusting. I have a theory that we already had it back in December, COVID that is, which is one of the reasons we haven't gotten it this time around while it's so prominent here in Florida. Everybody that I worked with too also got very sick, and like everybody had a lingering cough, just a really heavy, gross kind of cough, and my camera stopped recording, and I like leaned over and I still have this open, and I just dotted myself, and now I'm upset. Man, I thought I had like a green lipstick, and I don't, except like a topper. Okay, this is the topper now. Ooh, this on, like just my lips, it wouldn't show up. This is something that has to go on top. It's very sheer. I don't know about you guys, but the fact though that I can only show half of my face whenever I'm doing makeup has also been kind of discouraging to me, because I don't know, doing my lips really helps bring it together. I feel almost a little lifeless without my lips and so much like eye makeup on and everything. Obviously it doesn't matter once the mask is on, but whenever I take it off, I don't know. So doing this, I feel cute, I feel nice. That is the final look of this. I'm gonna go take my hair down real quick. Hopefully it looks kind of cute, and I'll be right back. So here is the hair. It could be a little bit better, but I mean, sorry, I have the hiccups now. I put them in my hair right before I started filming. Completely dry hair. I didn't dampen them at all. I also wish that I would have done these little pieces. I feel like they look a little weird. I'm also not going anywhere. I just want to look cute. Here, it's more about the makeup, and I think the makeup's cool. I was inspired to do like the more like graphic liner by her Instagram handle is Nazra Looks. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but she does the craziest makeup. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I don't understand. How is that not? It's so good. So that's what the eyes were inspired by with the liner below. I'll be right back. So this is Lil Salmon. Here he is. Oh look, you see. In live time, this is all the time now. It's just always with the playing. He's about like 3.5 or 4 months old now, and he's going to get neutered next Tuesday. Thank God, because he's such a little jerk. Nice to him. He's really nice when he's really sleepy. He's definitely nice other times too. That is going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope to see you next time, whenever that is. Please stay safe and healthy with everything that's going on in the world right now. It's a scary place. I love everyone. I'll see you next time.